Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Everybody, hope everybody has a fantastic Wednesday. We got a great show planned for you tonight, and I can't wait to hang out with the boys. As always, let me bring those wonderful, wonderful people in. Gentlemen, good to see you all. Uh-oh, we got the crew there. Look at that.
We got center fielder extraordinaire Wes with us tonight.
Yeah.
So you're playing baseball.
And JoJo.
All right, guys.
While you're playing
JoJo.
Pinball.
JoJo, are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready? You
Are
can't.
you ready?
Okay.
You ready?
You
Okay.
need to start making Wesley one because he started to come on the show.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
JoJo shows a toy or two. JoJo shows a toy or two. JoJo shows a toy or two or three. Maybe 6, okay, probably 10.
All right, JoJo, it's your time, buddy.
There you are, boys. What you got?
I have the turtle boat.
Ah, turtle boat. God, I love the turtle boat.
Okay.
What is
All
that?
right, what else we got?
Puking water dragon.
A monster from what? You don't know? A McDonald's Happy Meal toy. Monster. We don't know what. Because Disney's done poor advertising. Nobody knows what that movie is.
But I've seen a commercial of that movie of the where we got the first monster cat. And then the commercial you get lots of big mouth. Look, I have this.
Oh, look at that, Sonic. That looks awfully familiar.
Mhm.
I think that lived in Todd's house for a short moment in time before it arrived for Christmas.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Todd got you for Christmas? You and Wesley?
Oh, dude.
You don't know? You don't know.
Oh.
Thanks, Todd.
And,
Oh,
look at that.
There you go.
Now that looks cool.
Are you gonna build that, JoJo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
debatable.
Wow, that
Dad's
was
probably going to build it.
No
Here, help me.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to help. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
You guys help me.
You do the majority of the building on the Lego stuff. Oh,
The humans,
yeah, you build the characters, and then I do the small other part of the entire other rest of the build.
Yep.
And then you do the large majority of the work of smashing, deconstructing it 5 minutes later.
I play with it.
Oh.
Wesley sometimes breaks it because he broke some of my pieces from the car.
Oh no.
No, he would never do that.
Seriously?
Did you do that?
Yeah. No, here, left my
No.
Lego car that me and Daddy worked hard on.
Yeah, that car. Not
Oh.
wet yet.
What, foot soldier?
Oh. I'm not like that part.
Foot Ninja?
Yeah.
The turtle man.
Turtle's boat.
I love the turtle boat.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Leo.
Leo from Rise of the... And... Oh,
Back a little bit. Back just a tad. Oh, there we
There
go.
you go.
There we go.
Oh,
Watch
Down,
that middle finger,
down.
too.
go down.
Well, yeah.
there we go.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Hey.
Michelangelo. Uh-oh. Who we got? Oh, he literally took off
Secret
his shell.
compartment.
That's crazy.
Where that's where his ninja star goes, but we lost it somewhere.
Oh man.
It's somewhere around. It's somewhere at me and Wesley's babysitter.
It's my babysitter house.
Ah.
My babysitter.
Oh, the babysitter?
Mama, my babysitter.
Uh-oh.
What's happening? Is it time already?
No.
Oh, it's time already.
No.
Wow.
I'm not going.
No, he didn't. What did you didn't tell him about your prize? You're a big winner. He didn't.
Uh-oh.
Wes didn't inherit his daddy's luck. He's got better luck, right?
Uh-oh. What did he win? What did he do?
Yeah.
He won
What did you win?
He didn't win that, but he won a prize basket from the library.
Really?
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Last week
cool.
they had some sort of a.
Was there a pinball table in there?
There was not a pinball table. It was wasn't exactly a kid focused prize drawing either. So he won a quilt and a scented candle and hot cocoa.
Oh.
And hot cocoa.
Wow.
And a big bag of M&Ms.
Wow, well, that
Sounds like a
M&Ms.
winter prize.
That's okay. Daddy's got him something coming tomorrow. Maybe.
Oh, awesome.
That's so nice.
Pretty cool.
You were wanting to show him this, Wes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right. There we go.
It's very turtle themed show this evening.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Very
yes.
turtle theme. We got
so you say
Dogman.
that.
Dogman.
Dogman.
The guy from the library.
Oh,
Oh.
we're getting all this stuff and taking
Stop
it
the
away.
Wes-
Tell him
Wes-
which library, Jojo, you're going to dox us.
And I think JoJo's left the building, right?
Yep. Jojo's out. Wes is on his way.
All right. Thank you, Miss Producer. We appreciate you very much so. G.I. Joe, how was the rest of your week, buddy?
It's been busy. So, been busy working on orders, getting things taken care of there, working on progressing the Nintendo cab, getting things ready for launching that.
Awesome.
Going. So,
Sounds like you should do a Kickstarter.
and took a break, a little bit of a pause. What's that?
I said, sounds like you should do a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have the connections in China and things like that to do Kickstarter. So.
Most people don't. So
You guys,
does it stop? them?
everybody can throw their money at me as quickly as they want. I can only
I'm ready.
scale up
Just say
so
when.
fast. I think I don't know, but we'll see when we get the Nintendo out and launch. Like I said, I think I'm going to do like a 24 cab run, and we'll see
mean-
how fast those sell. If
22.
they sell out within the first hour of it going
22.
live, I'll be spending a good portion of July figuring out how to scale up so that we can do a larger launch, second run, and future runs.
So we're calling this like the soft launch.
Yes, this
just
is
the
the
one.
soft. We'll feel things out, see where people are at. If they spent all their money with Glenn and they're good to go. They got their fill of exciting new stuff for 2025, or if they want more. So,
All right, before we go on to J Pixel, I want to thank Jason,
Yes.
Little Alien. Good to see some familiar faces. All the best. Thank you so much for the $10
Thank you,
super chat, my friend. We really, really appreciate you as always, and we're glad
glad
you're
you're
back
home.
in town. Yeah, we're glad you're back, and looking forward to seeing you the rest of the week, my friend. Hopefully in all different ways. So, all right, J Pixel, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Just
Not much. We got a couple people coming in from Bill's show here, so
yep.
we appreciate everybody popping in. Calvin's asking about the Robotron cab. That's coming later, for sure. Still want to get the G.I. Joe Pretendo Cade. I don't think that was the official name, but there you go. Appreciate
like
your
that.
I
folks.
like it. I don't know where we'll go with it, but yeah, I like it.
I like the Jokade or Jokade.
The
No,
market is plenty of people
sure.
for products, so you're right
Yeah,
on
people-
it. So
And I
Obviously,
think we all kind of agreed that there's a different place and a different crowd, and a crossover crowd for mine and Glenn's stuff.
Yes, sir.
Glenn and I have talked a bit, so super excited for him and happy for him and the success that he's already having here with that. So it's good to see it progressing and him getting there. He's been at this a lot longer than I have. He's
Right.
been he's kind of the grandfather of the grandfather of home arcade modding in a lot of ways for third party small companies. So he's kind of been paving the way for us all. So
Yep.
props to Glenn.
yeah, real quick, we're gonna do a pop over here and see. This is what it's showing me right now. It may be higher, it may be lower. It's been just tracking up pretty quickly. So this is what it's showing me on the website right now, but I'm sure it's either more or whatnot. So
that's what I got too.
I wanted to pop in and say that congratulations to Glenn. We're excited for you, man. Your success always means great success for the community. So
absolutely,
we love you, buddy, and look forward to seeing your product come out. I'm afraid I don't think anybody on the panel decided to go with it today. I just don't have room for it, but nevertheless, we'll continue to talk about that. So
I got the beta of this machine with the iArcade with his switcher and his.
Thank you, Goofy Foot. We appreciate the love that you spread all over. All right, Multicade Matt, buddy, good to see you another week with us.
Good evening,
How's
everybody.
it going?
Oh, it's hot outside and humid, but it's like that forces me to go inside and actually enjoy the arcade that I'm blessed with. So yeah, work is quiet-ish, and so yeah, I just say we come here to discuss first world problems every week. So yeah, this is amazing.
There you go. Chaotic, my friend. Dude, we had a great weekend together, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I am looking forward to seeing you again. Are you still coming to Cleveland?
Yes, that is still the plan.
Awesome. Do you have a good week?
I had a good weekend.
With us, Todd.
At Southern Fried Gaming. Yes. Stock Jock, how was your weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a great weekend because I was also too at Southern Fried Gaming with Chaotic and the nerd guy.
And this guy who keeps leaving his own shows.
Yeah.
Inside of my mouse, I really need to fix that. Anyway,
I knew you hit the wrong button.
But yes, Todd, I did have an incredible weekend.
Fantastic.
Why, Chaotic? Why did you have an incredible weekend?
Let's see. I got to hang out with some of my good friends here on the panel, some of them. And then we got to play all the new stuff. Harry Potter, Evil Dead, Dune, the number one pinball game there is, Firepower. Screw trying to get that multi-ball, man. We couldn't even work.
I know what he's talking about. That multi-ball sucks.
Oh, boy.
I did it yesterday. I was like, this game sucks, man. Like, I kept going back to it, too. I was like, I kept trying, and I was like, no.
But it was awesome because Stock Jock actually came by the house and actually, got in the arcade room, played a little bit of the 4KP.
Yep.
How's that experience?
Dropped off a Midway cab to you. Midway Golden Tea cab. Yep. Yeah, it was really cool. Not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing.
What's that?
That 4KP.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's time to invest. To invest.
But the prices went up. Now I just don't know. It's just.
Hey, Attack from Mars is the cheapest one you can get right now.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
12.50.
Well, if I wasn't buying like 10
you know
cabs
what?
from
That's
Joel,
not a bad price.
What is not?
$12.50 for Attack from Mars.
Yeah.
Is that got everything?
No. It's the bare minimum, but hey,
I thought they
would get you in.
I thought the Attack from Mars was one of those that before they did all the extras.
They you know they best with it, man. So the 1250 just comes with Attack from Mars.
Is it locked in,
that's
though?
the skinny version.
Do you have to pay to play for all the other features at 1250?
Yes.
So what to get where you need to be?
right.
What is it?
Huh?
To get where you need to be, where is it? What is it?
No, 2000.
Oh yeah.
That gets you the light up topper, SSF kit,
Yeah,
and the 15 games, and the advanced features.
I'm sticking with building one.
There you go.
That buys me like 3.5 Joel cabs.
Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go.
No,
All right.
I won't say no to that, Brian. I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Heck yeah, man.
The price you got in, it's
the price I got in, I got
you're
the full
good.
package, like $1,300.
I don't blame you for getting in where you got in, so
Yep.
I ain't hating on that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
And that's my Sea of Thieves was what 14, 15? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And
it
you
wasn't,
finally
You
got
got in at a good price too.
you finally got everything you paid for.
yes,
this last
it finally
week, so-
did.
Those
Finally
two tables are dope.
Yes, they are. They are. All right, real quick, Stock Jock. I also hung out with you this weekend, so I know you had a great weekend. But how was the start of your week?
Oh, it was actually that was good. That work was good. No big fires to put out.
Lucky.
I put in what are called draws. I always like putting in draws. That means we get money. So that's what I did when I came back. So other than that, yeah, it's been good week.
All right, you ready? You ready to?
Yeah, you know what?
wonderful-
I'll do my part that I get paid the big bucks to do, which is shout out the people in the chat. Which is tonight we got Fat Hog 13 who dropped the Harley because we all know how to say his name now. We also have Marine 50, John Fritz, Jason, Little Alien, the coolest and best mod in the town. Let's see here. We got Israel Gaming. We got the coolest dude. And boy, he looked 10 years younger last night in his show. Shotgun Sean
Yeah, I did.
in the house.
Yes.
We got Hockey Town / Boltstown Arcade. We got Marine 50, Brian DePhillips, Dane Bramage, Retro Lizard Customs Arcades with us tonight. We've also got Mrs. G.I. Joe, who is the best producer in the planet. We also have MSU Rich. And by the way, MSU Rich, I got 2 giveaways tonight. So be ready. I know you're the king of winning stuff. We got R Burger. We also got Geo in the house. Brooklyn Menace, the coolest and baddest VR guy around. We also got Retro Tech is here. Andy's Game Room is with us. We got, let's see who else. The B Me is here. Let me keep going here. I already said Andy. Brian Ziegler's here. I can't believe Brian Ziegler's here. That guy's here. That's cool. That's cool. That guy's here. We also got Thumper Squid in the house. Calvin Wong, B Kirby, who happens to be the Chicago arcade guy. I bet he lives in Chicago. This guy right here, Ted Adam Green. Met him this weekend. Such a cool, nice dude. Nice to meet you, Ted. We got Rich Odello in the house. Who else we got? Who else? Come on, man. We got to have more. Dr. Torx is here. And I think we're about. Oh, no. Can't forget this guy. Mr. Goofyfoot from the same state that I'm in. Welcome, fellow Florida State man. We also got Saiyan Spirits.
Sean?
We got I think J-Rod's here. Mike of all trades. Everybody, please acknowledge Moat.
Moat.
Beardman Pinball's here. Mr. Paradise. I'm James hates everything is he actually is watching our show tonight. I can't believe it. Hey, what a nice guy. And then finally we've got MG. And by the way, MG, I want to tell you something real quick. I'm tired of hearing all the crap about my trivia questions that are so hard. So tonight
Oh.
I have got questions that you can even answer, probably without going on to Google and finding the answers, okay? Because these questions are right in your era. That's it.
What is
Stupid Fat Hobbit showed up. By the way, Stupid Fat Hobbit just showed at Oracle. Yada. That's it. I'm done.
60 people in the chat, man.
If we missed you, we're sorry. We're glad you're here. You came out to the best show in the home arcade community, and we're glad that you have hung out with us on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night. So, boys, let's
Who's the
talk.
Queen of England? That's the question.
Yeah, who's the Queen of England? There you go. Gonna be an easy giveaway tonight, right? Okay.
Anything British.
Looking for it. And only 3 likes. Come on, people. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Oh, you missed your wife.
I missed my wife. I did not know that she had said anything in here. Suze has big hair, and she does, by the way. It's like, it's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Suze has big hair, but yes, that's my lovely wife. Suze has big hair too.
Retro
is here as well.
See, buddy.
So many people,
I said hi to him.
just not enough time in the world, you know. Nevertheless, we're glad that everybody's here. So, Chaotic Stock Jock, as we preluded, we were at Southern Fried Gaming Expo. I know I talked a little bit on Monday on Open Fridge, and I would love to hear your thoughts and feelings as well. So,
did you bring pictures? I want to see pictures.
Yes,
That's a good
we have
question.
pictures.
I have videos.
I'll show you on here. I'll just swipe.
There you go. There you go.
That's the old guy for you.
Oh,
B.
thank
Kirby,
you, B.
what's
Kirby. 10 more Arcades Anonymous memberships. Thank you so much.
Go ahead and play.
Volume.
Yeah, that
There
volume
we go.
Sorry, I didn't expect it to go ahead and play, but I wanted to show Todd his
This was the
multi-ball.
coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
It was actually good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
Dune
it
was
actually was good. Dune was actually really
I
good.
want to
Fun.
Yeah, this looks sweet.
And
Looks
when
like-
you hit the worm,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when you hit the worm.
So it wasn't like 50 Shades of Brown?
it was definitely that.
Oh, but it also turned blue and it turned different colors. Like you could tell it's cool because it like did daytime and then it did nighttime and then it
Yes,
had
sir.
like a dusk and a dawn.
Mhm.
Like it would turn like pinkish purplish colors.
Okay.
And
But
then
the
dark blue for nighttime. It was cool, man.
Yeah, the video you sent me, I was like, that looks amazing. So
And the unfortunate thing is, it was the longest line in the house.
Oh, it
It had-
was.
Oh yeah, because he only had
It
one
was-
machine.
only had
Only
one
one
machine there, and it was on the edge of all the others. And man, we just luckily we got in there where it wasn't bad of a wait, but the rest of the show it was hard to get on
Yeah.
there. So
yeah. Sometimes 20, 30 people deep.
Dead nap.
what they didn't think people wanted to play it? I don't know. I just was there.
Well, it was somebody owned that machine that brought it.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
So it wasn't for sale or anything. So
Yeah.
I guess they only had one person in Georgia that actually brought it over. So
yeah. I
Mayor
I would
Dubs,
get
if you're in the
charged for
chat, yeah, it was a shame that there wasn't more there. I really wish they had. I really enjoyed the footage from Southern Fried. I watched all 3 of Kedek's live streams. Sadly, he only turned up one of them an hour later. Wow.
Let's see. I blame Georgia traffic, which is the worst in the United States. Number one.
Yes.
Number two, the internet connection in there was horrible. So I ended up only doing 2 streams, and then the third day I just did a bunch of recordings, and I was just going to do a video on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
But,
Harry Potter was fun. Harry Potter, we had a fun time, and we learned on the second day, wasn't it, that it had a nice phone or headphone jack for us to actually plug in and get immersed in the games. So
yes.
That's a Jersey Jack thing, though, right?
Yeah, it's a Jersey Jack thing. You can get it on Stern and all the others, but you got to pay extra for that. These come automatic. Oh, Vader 640, he was there.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Vader 640.
Yep. Vader 640, good to see you, my friend. Over 60 heads in the room. Smash that like. Thank
What's
you,
up, Joe
Joe
K?
We appreciate that.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. I will say this about Harry Potter. It was a beautiful game, and boy, it had a lot of stuff going on. I mean,
Oh yes,
it's a very, very busy table,
Mm-hmm.
but I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Ramps
I liked it a
everywhere,
lot.
and the rotating staircase was such a
oh
great idea.
yes,
Yes.
it
And then the
was.
Quidditch playfield in the top left. If you can
Yes.
keep smacking the ball around to try and catch the golden finch, that was really cool too.
Good to see Shotgun Sean is ready to go.
His younger brother was on Rascal Show
Really?
last night.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Was he on camera? I missed it.
Way, way better looking than Sean.
Yeah, well, it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't even.
Shots fired.
I think he shaved.
So, Chaotic, what was your favorite part of the show after everything, all 3 days? What would you have to walk away and say was the funnest part of the show?
Just the entire experience itself, walking around, seeing old and new, everybody really enjoying themselves. Like, you don't see anybody having a bad time there at all or regret being there. All the retro vendors that are there, and then the people who make stuff. And we met a couple of cool developers. One that makes leverless fight sticks, which I'm actually thinking about buying one right now. And we're also thought about getting him on the show at one point. Want to get him to talk to Moat eventually as well. I think Moat would be interested in his products.
Oh yeah.
Then we talked to another developer who's making a Game Boy game, and he had me play. And he's like, "Just get to the first boss, man. Just get to him, and I'll give you a T-shirt." And I didn't get to him, but I played for a while, over and over and over again. He's like, "You know what, man? Here's a T-shirt, dude. Thank you for just playing." We thought about getting him on the show to show off his game in the future as well. And then, there's the experience that we had.
Oh yeah.
But to me, I wanted to get y'all's like standout pinball game, like of all the new stuff that came out. Harry Potter is amazing. To me, it feels like it still feels like there's part Elton John in there, and there's part Avatar in there as well. But I was really surprised by Dune. I didn't think I was going to like Dune.
Yeah, I remember you walking up to the machine thinking you weren't going to like it.
Yeah, and it surprised me. But I absolutely love Evil Dead. Evil Dead's such a cool game.
Evil Dead was fun.
Yep.
You were the only one that got multi-ball because you went into the basement and everything.
Yes,
I know.
It was fun.
Dang,
that was so many good tables. It's hard to kind of just pick one of them, but definitely Harry Potter stood out, and then obviously Dune as well. I wish we really could have played Dune more. It's just a shame they just didn't have more there, but can't always have everything you want, right? So
right.
I'll
second that. Basically, in that order, I thought Harry Potter was probably my favorite. Dune was a very, very close second. It was just a cool game.
That's
just
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead was also a lot of fun. I finally, got to play King Kong quite a bit. I know it's been out for a little bit, but finally got to play it. And so many people have kind of poo-pooed it, but I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty decent, and it's very colorful.
I got to play more of it yesterday, and spending more time on it. It's definitely a fun table.
Yeah.
Or
I will
machine
say,
or pinball. I don't know what you call them.
I would say I think the highlight though was us sitting there literally playing. I think we played it 30 times in a row, firepower, and not one of us could get the multi-ball.
Yeah,
see,
we got uninterrupted.
I tried
uninterrupted like 30 times. We played it, and we could not get we'd get like 2, maybe 3 lights lit up and get one ball in, and then it was just so frustrating. I mean, it was, but it was a lot of fun trying to get that that great old pinball game.
God, that's dope.
To play,
that's
cool.
cool.
The way we wanted to.
And we forgot about Dungeons and Dragons. That was
yes,
fun
that's
too.
right.
We were in front of a guy there in the center that was the pro. Am I right?
Yes, it was a pro.
The pro in the center there, and a guy in front of us, man, had a stool. He sat down in front of this thing, and dude, he had the best score. And I went after you guys left. I went over to the screen to take a look, and he was the top player at the event for that table. So we got to see him like really play that table, and it was just an awesome run for him. So
have you guys? It was almost $1 billion, wasn't it? I think it was like 987 million.
Yeah, it was huge.
So did you guys play it? Have you not played it yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that your first time playing it?
Yes.
I want to say I played it somewhere else, but I can't remember.
Yeah, this is my second time playing it.
It's a great table.
Yeah, because I have access to it, and it is surprisingly. I'm not even into the IP, and it is a lot of fun. That dragon died trying to get your stuff. Yeah, that thing is fun.
And the beholder on the back glass looks fantastic too.
Yeah, that back glass is different though.
Yep.
Yeah, it depends on what model you got. The
Right.
back glass is different.
Yep.
And the King
And
Kong.
then of course King Kong. They had the most of the King Kongs there, obviously.
Which kudos to Southern Fried and Stern for the setup they had with the giant inflatable King Kong, with the like temple looking area with the flames and stuff. It was really, really, really like pretty immersive, and there was a crap load of King Kong machines there. The most like time you had to wait was probably 5 minutes to play at least one,
Yeah.
And the easiest ones to get our hands on, of course, was the Pro. So it's the King Kong that didn't move or anything like that. But it didn't matter. Even Stringer Films was like, it plays exactly the same. You do not need to play the premium.
Yeah.
I actually did better on the Pro when we had the choice of going back and forth. So, and that's what my local guy bought. So I'm actually doing pretty good on it. So yeah. I need to get you guys Stern Connect. I just found out we can be friends and connect and compare scores. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do that, because that part of it's actually really fun.
Oh, and yes, Ted on green. So like there was a giant Mario inflatable.
Yeah, I almost attacked him.
Yeah, and it almost landed on me.
Yep.
Which was insane.
So little kids were going over and taking pictures and putting their arm around, and they move this stuff, and all of a sudden it starts coming over.
Yeah, so I almost got smashed by Mario, which was
that's
fun.
all you gave me, Brian. I don't know if you had more.
Yeah, that's all I really had at the moment. I got other stuff that I need to cut from the live streams and stuff, but like the Harry Potter games, I didn't get any actual standalone video of that.
So,
but so guys, like after we said our goodbyes to each other, me and Heather went over to the tournament section, and they just got done doing a tournament, and they're like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and play whatever you want to." So, we got to play that Theater of Magic over there, and it was in pristine condition.
Wow,
perfect condition, like awesome. Played just like the Zen version of Theater of Magic on the 4KP. It was awesome, and they wanted $8,000 for it, but it was like the gold trim was just awesome, man. It's just so beautiful. Like I got a video of Heather playing it, and it plays just like the Zen table.
That's
and
awesome.
by the way, in Hoots, yes, we got to play it multiple times. Harry Potter. It was.
I enjoyed it.
We all three think it was probably. I think we all thought that it was the best of show.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter was the best of show for sure.
Yeah.
They definitely had the monopoly there, and was definitely the one to play while you were there. So
yep.
After you guys left, it was kind of funny because like you guys left, and I was just hanging out, walking around, trying to catch a few tables. Of course, I hit firepower probably about 10 or 15 more times. And then tried to get a couple of Stern games in, played John Wick a few times, played King Kong a few times. Dune was obviously a long line, couldn't get in there. But what was weird was, the show was supposed to close at 4, and I was expecting at any time for them to just start announcing, hey, the show's ending, please, whatever you need to do or whatever. It never came. And I was there till right before 4, never heard an announcement or whatnot. But what would happen is, like, you'd be on a table and, you'd walk away and you turn around and look back and somebody would come along and turn it off and start, like, packing it away. So it was just kind of like a quick, we're wrapping up kind of thing. There was tons of cabinets, like the arcade cabinets. They would power them down, unplug them, and start wrapping them. So it was like just getting time to like walk around. There were still people in line for Dune. There were still people in line for Harry Potter, and they were wrapping up, just making people walk away. And
it sucks, man.
Yeah, sometimes, and some of the operators were cool. They would let you play a game or two. If there's 2 or 3 people in line, they'd let it go. But then some of the other ones, like I said, I was on, I think, Pool Shark. I walked away from it and I turned around and he was wrapping it and pulling it off the floor. So
daggone, like at a pit stop, huh?
Yeah. I was also disappointed. Like you mentioned, I didn't realize the tournaments were over and they were letting people go in there. I wanted to walk around, but they never announced it, and I didn't go over there because I knew that it was the tournament section. So,
I got to play Rescue 911 and Wipeout from Gottlieb. I've never seen those tables in real life, and they look in perfect condition too.
Yeah,
but hell, here's Heather playing on that Theater of Magic.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Ooh, look at that.
$8,000, and this thing was in perfect condition.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
Yeah, she was like, man, if we had $8,000, we'd take this home right now.
Yeah, beautiful table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she wanted it so bad.
I will tell you, the name they probably should have named this thing, instead of Southern Fried Gaming Expo, they should have called it Southern Fried Pinball Expo, because so many pinball machines. It was just like the arcade section or parts was a lot smaller, I thought, this year than last year.
Yeah.
But the pinball part was way bigger.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see a Dragon's Lair there this time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I know. But they didn't have the best game of all time. I mean, what's
yeah,
that Robotron? No Congo
Bongo.
No Congo Bongo. It was
no
very
Robotron. I mean, what is up with that?
Yeah, it was.
So there was more
what about that
pinball
wrestle
there
pit,
than
though?
there's more pinball than like arcades.
Yes.
Then, you said?
I would say yes.
I would say yes.
I would say it was probably 2/3 to 1/3.
And then Sunday, you didn't see as many of the vendors, just because they just weren't, they just weren't willing to pay for Sunday. So it was a lot lighter on Sunday than Saturday for sure.
That's
well, guys, I really enjoyed it.
Mechanical.
That's Matt.
Oh, actually, it's not only no, I'm not working. It was Hockey Town. We're both talking.
Yeah,
we're talking about pilots.
He's writing a paper for
there
his,
you go.
For his night class.
Bye, guys.
So yet again, I would say that I'm definitely going in 2026. It's definitely going to be one that's on my calendar to go, just because I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed that show and getting to hang out with you guys and whatnot. So 2026 is on my calendar. I hope some other people can come down. I know it's different part of the country, but definitely had a blast there. So highly recommend it to anybody that wants to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's big like Cleveland is, and it's wide open, and you don't feel too crowded or anything. But there's also a hell of a lot more pinball machines there. I felt like Cleveland had more arcade machines than pinball machines, but so it's like the complete reverse. But same atmosphere, same thing. A bunch of vendors and stuff selling their stuff, and
that sticker vendor was really cool. That was pretty cool.
And all the conventions that Atlanta has, like you can talk to Steve Ritchie and take pictures with him, have his autograph. They had the guy from Warsaw, the guy who made Atari ET, and then a bunch of other people from Mortal Kombat, people from wrestling. You know, they had wrestling, they had live music bands, and then rock band DJ or rock band karaoke, all kinds of stuff that you could have done.
Yeah.
And all we did was play games. Like, we didn't really care for anything else. We just wanted to play games.
Yeah. I'm in North Carolina, so it's about a 5-hour drive to Atlanta for me. Obviously, Chaotic's really close, and
hour away.
It's about it's 6.5 hours, but really it's about 8.
Yeah,
for me, because the traffic is just.
So I'm surprised MG didn't like super chat this, but was it awkward hanging out with me? I don't think that was.
No.
Listen, Todd didn't pay for anything. I mean, he's a horrible guy to hang out with. He doesn't give you anything while you're there.
Wow. Oh.
Hey, we ate good though.
We did eat good.
Yes, we ate very good while we were in Atlanta.
Especially that one restaurant that had a bunch of video games consoles that you can sit down and play.
What was the name of that place again?
Battle and Brew.
Battle and Brew.
Yep.
That
Pretty
was
cool
a fun
concept.
place to hang out. So, what did I buy? I only bought T-shirts and stickers and like decor stuff. That's pretty much it. I didn't buy any games. I didn't buy any pinballs or anything like that, even though I really, really wanted to.
I really wanted that Outrun Cabaret stand-up cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
was $600.
$600 there, yeah.
That Popeye, what was that? $1,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, Popeye was $1,000.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful cap. So
there were I don't know. There probably weren't as many like vendors. Almost like what do you call it? Like a flea market type stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There was a lot less of those this year than last year. So there wasn't one person selling in television cartridges, which I couldn't believe it. Not one person.
It was a shame.
Don't you have them all though?
No.
You can always add more, right?
I can always add more.
They didn't make that many
copies.
They didn't make that many.
Yeah, I can
multiple
buy more.
copies.
I can also buy Atari cards too because I got the Game Changer. I think is what it's called.
Yes,
well, they're still making Atari cartridges.
Yeah, they're still making television cards too.
That they are.
I don't believe them. I don't believe them.
Yep, you should. You're a liar.
All right, so we're gonna check in real quick and see where.
I said I don't believe you.
So look at that number going up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Joel.
So Glenn's doing well, Joel. So I think this is very good, not only for him, but I think for the rest of the community. This gives me hope that Joel's cabinets are going to do fantastic. I already had faith in that, but this just reaffirms that he's going to do really well once these come out. So really happy for him.
Yep.
Probably a big relief for him too, because he wasn't sure what the response would be. So,
yep. All right. Let's see.
Wait, one last thing there too. By the way, I think Vader 640.
Yes.
Did get the best thing of all of everything out of the whole thing when he was there. He got a chaotic sticker.
Ooh, yes, he did.
Yep.
Michael B in the chat, just pop in and say hi. Show my support cleaning up the family room while watching. Well, we're happy that you were doing that while you're listening or watching us. So
get that Windex out.
There you go. There you go. All right. Real quick,
Mike. It looks like you missed a spot right over there.
Yep.
Right back there. Yeah, right there.
Do want to touch base because I did put this on the thumbnail. Wonderland Pinball did come out with an update, basically just a YouTube video, kind of just going into the deep dive again and the major oak coat update that works now and giving you some gameplays. So it's good to see that they're still giving us pretty regular updates. So for those that supported the supported the Kickstarter there as well. So,
and don't forget, you can also pre-order something now too from Basic Fun. You can pre-order WrestleFest.
Yes, but it is
it's a little
this big. It's about this big, but
yeah, that was like Michael B's video. It's like, yeah, it's WrestleFest, but not the
it's WrestleFest. Yeah,
only in Canada right now.
Mm-hmm.
Only in Canada. Someone should
At
start
least
selling.
Canada's getting something.
Yeah, for once.
I was starting to feel bad for them.
Yeah.
All right. So, gentlemen, what else do we want to talk about?
Well,
go ahead.
I was going to say we can do a giveaway right now.
Okay.
Let's do a good way. Let's do it.
All right.
MG.
Let's see your shirt first. What's your shirt?
Oh, here's my shirt. Okay.
It's
MG. This is for you. Okay.
Little alien, are you in the chat? I'm sure you're still there. So
now, listen.
Help us
Here's
out,
the
buddy.
rules. These are the rules. Okay.
MG can't
you
win.
must answer. You only get to win once. So if you win, don't put your answer in for the next one when we do it later on. That's for rule number 1. Number 2, if these questions are multi-part, they all have to be on the same answer. Okay. You can't go, oh, part of it here and then go down and put it in. It's all one answer. Okay. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Here we go. The first question. Again, I'm doing this because I know a lot of you, I was doing stuff that was way older, okay, and I got a lot of grief about, the 60s and 70s cartoons. So I'm doing stuff that's more from MG's era when he was probably watching, Saturday morning shows and all that stuff.
Oh my!
So
God.
this one is for MG and all you guys who are about that age. The Teletubbies are 4 characters, each with a distinct color. I need their names and their color.
Oh my gosh!
Their names and their color. Okay.
All right.
Let's do that.
So each one's name and color. So you can't say just 4 colors and 4 names. You have to
have to have their name and then their color next to it.
All right. What's the prize?
Okay. Oh, and the prize. The prize is a 1 terabyte USB SSD drive.
Ooh.
I agree. They've gotten worse.
Brooklyn Menace, is that right?
Huh?
All right, we got
Let's see
Brooklyn
here.
Menace.
Oh, wait, see. Let me see what he's got there. Tinky Winkers. Okay.
Brooklyn would know this.
Dipsy's green. La is yellow. Yeah, and Poet's ready. We got a winner, Brooklyn Menace.
Brooklyn Menace.
Was he the first one to answer like that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
he is.
And you know what's funny is he's
I could
basically
see
got
Brooklyn.
that copied almost exactly the way it's on mine. So
He's
so
fast
I'm
at
surprised, MG, you were not able to get that because I figured that was right up your time zone.
Brooklyn
Or
Menace.
time
yeah,
is
I
a
could see that.
huge Teletubbies
Okay, all right,
fan.
Brooklyn.
Okay.
I refuse to let my
I'll,
kids watch that. So
I'll text you. All right, we got another one a little bit later on, and it will be probably
Proud I didn't
just
know
as
that.
I'm
hard.
proud I don't know that
I think I'm proud too.
Brooklyn into some weird stuff. Oh boy!
All right, we'll do another one a little bit later on. Okay.
Cool.
James did get it behind, but he
He didn't need to Google it.
Uh,
James said he didn't need to Google it. He knew it.
we didn't need Google.
He didn't have the colors there, I don't think, though, did he?
He
James?
did, but he didn't have them next to the thing.
No, I need
Yes.
them next to their names because I need to match them up. So
There you go.
okay.
All right. Well, congratulations, Brooklyn Menace.
Brooklyn Menace, you're my hero.
Stock Jock will take care of you.
Yes, I'll message
I'm surprised
you on
Stock Dog
Discord.
know what Teletubbies were. So.
You forget I had kids.
Yeah, I didn't let my kids watch that stuff.
Oh,
That's the first thing I see. I'm like, oh heck no, I ain't watching.
Did I win a Teletubby? No, you
you
won
won a 1 terabyte USB SSD drive. Okay.
Yes, with Teletubby episodes on it.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
You make that happen.
MG said that he lost his virginity in a
In a
costume.
Tinky Winky costume.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good
all
to know,
right.
MG. Thank you for
Yep.
for sharing
TMI.
that
TMI.
information. All right. All right. All right. So
Brooklyn said make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
We can't read stuff like that on screen. Some people are cleaning their family rooms.
Yes.
Come on,
actually think
Todd.
That was.
Todd does not read the. He just puts up anything. He doesn't read it. He just,
That,
hey,
I
somebody
think
likes
that I think that was kind of PG, right? Kind of
Yes.
PG.
What PG
That
movies
could
are you
be
watching?
worse.
Yes.
It could be a worse.
What PG movies are you watching, Todd?
Oh well. All right. Oh, thank you for the giveaway, Stock Jock. And man, that's total keeps going up. Jeez.
I know, man.
Man, real quick, another update. I mean, it just
Another
keeps
update.
going.
Look at
and
it.
and
Look at that thing
going,
flying, man.
and going.
He might
I
hit
mean,
300,000.
We might get 300,000 by the end
Yeah.
of the show tonight. That'd be awesome.
Well, it just helped that like one backer is like $2,000, so that just
It's
Yeah.
fine.
that
He
does
made his
help.
goal.
That helps
Doesn't
it
matter.
a lot.
Neither way, he's over his gold, and it's.
I hope he's making some kind of money on that, because that if he's like eating a lot of that, that would be not good.
I would hope that he's not shooting himself.
I mean,
in
he
the
says
foot
he's
for that.
not
for
making.
that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, now that we've talked about that, what else do you guys want to talk about now?
You guys okay to talk about the rare tables that dropped this week? I think we've all had a chance to play them that could, right?
Even G.I. Joel played them, right?
I did.
I watched people play them.
All right.
did too.
I
Me too.
I would love to hear G.I. Joel's take
I
on
love
the rare
I love
tables. And
please be as honest as you were with us.
Yes, please be honest, because people need to
people are
know
going to think I have a problem with ad games.
you do not
I'm
have
always
a problem
cracking
with
on
at
them,
games.
but,
We're gonna say that in the front. We're gonna say that in the front here.
He doesn't have a problem with at games. How do you feel about him, Joel?
I just
Speak
have
your
a
mind,
problem
buddy.
with the puck and I don't know, their user interface and things like that. I mean, I don't know. There's the first time I bought some tables from At Games in a while, and let me start off by saying I'm really, for a while there, I was really disappointed that they weren't making more games for the HD pinball table.
Yes, sir.
But after purchasing those table packs and getting them installed on my machine, I'm actually really glad that they're not making a lot of table for the HD. Because boy, was that a fun process. Let me tell you. Not only did I almost buy the 4K pack like 6 times because every link that you clicked on kept taking you back to the 4K pack, not the HD. The HD packs were like buried on their website. But once I finally did do that, I don't know. Maybe this is a me thing. Like I have maybe 2 accounts or something with them or something. I don't know. Like email and my user password for the website is clearly something different, I think, than for the table. But if they're gonna pick long ass codes for you to enter in, you could at least make them without the need for special characters and things like that on their little inky dinky, or at least use characters that are right up there on the keypad, so you don't have to go back and forth and with one button. And that was fun. And I told it to install them locally because that's what I do with all of them.
Yes, sir.
But once I finally did eventually figure out how to get them on there, they kept telling me that I needed to log in, even though I was logged in, and that my seats were I had all my seats were all used up. I had 0 available seats and stuff. And I'm like, I told you to do these locally.
Yeah.
They don't make it very straightforward though either for you to install those bad boys. And they don't make it straightforward that you don't have room on the default little bit of storage device. So you have to go through a process of telling it to store it somewhere else and get it installed, and got it all installed. Got them ready to play. Finally, after several restarts and things, was able to get it to. It kept telling me that I needed to like log out or change to a local. It didn't tell you how that you were supposed to do that. However, it was a great suggestion, except there is no place to actually do whatever they were suggesting as far as I could figure out. I just had to kind of wait it out until like it was like a battle of the wills between me and my machine, you know. And eventually it gave in and it decided to give up, and it let me log in and play them. Now, let me tell you. For some reason, ever since they announced these tables, in my mind, and this is another me thing, I thought for sure those tables were being made by Zen.
Yeah.
And I was super excited about them because I was thinking, all right, the HD table is going to have some Zen games. So this whole time I was thinking these were Zen games. So I log on and I go to play Battletoads, the one I was looking forward to the most. And I'm like, wow, this is a piece of crap. This reminds me of some amateur like table that like Magic Pixel or somebody would put out. This is not Zen quality stuff here.
Just the way you're saying it, Joel. Just the way you're saying it.
So I was pretty disappointed. I'm like, man, for a video game IP, like they really could have worked in some more virtual type stuff, but this is a real stagnant table. Like it's like they just were trying to copy a regular pinball table like Magic Pixel normally does. So I jumped over and played KI. Now, I mean, I was not looking forward to it at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't one that I had any interest in, but I was like, I'll give it a shot. I paid for it. Why not?
Yes, sir.
You know, I want to get my money's worth. So I was kind of impressed. I was like, wow, this is a lot better than the Battletoads, at least. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is way better. This was interesting. Yeah. And then, speaking of wanting to get my money's worth, I didn't even try Sea of Thieves. That one, if I could have paid an extra $5 for them to keep it, I would have. I don't think anybody really wanted that table ever. But from what I'm told, apparently that's the best of all of them, which is rather unfortunate because nobody wanted it. I mean, everybody wanted Killer Instinct and Battletoads. So, I mean, that in the gist was my take. And so I was left there really disappointed. Told you guys. Yeah. Brian informed me, oh, yeah, those aren't made by Zen. I'm like, wait a minute. And I double checked and I was like, oh, huh. How did I miss that all these months? So yeah, that was my bad, I guess. You know, I felt a little tricked in a way by the price. Yes, because I mean they were kind of being sold at Zen level price tags, you know, professional level price tags, but you know, rather than like the, you know, $6 bin pinball packs that Magic Pixel does. But when I found out that they were done by Magic Pixel, I was way more impressed because I was like, all right, Magic Pixel really stepped up their game. They were crap tables if they were Zen tables, but for Magic Pixel stuff, yeah, they're pretty good. They were great.
Well,
that's the Joel we get, guys. That's the Joel we get. We don't get this sugar-coated stuff you guys get. He tells us how it is in the back.
No, he tells us exactly how it is. I'm glad that you at least
didn't really want to tell anybody because I felt like I was the only one. I was glad to at least see finally like Fox made a video and called it, you know, at least, you know, referenced that it was the Temu of KI. All right, well, at least somebody else kind of has a little bit of negative to say because I didn't want to be the only one that was. Everybody was looking forward to these, and like all you guys were like, "These are amazing," and I'm like, "Huh." And
Phil didn't like them.
I'm by no means a pinball player. Okay, so I was.
Right.
I'm not going off of like the game quality or anything. I'm just kind of going off of like my expectations of what I was thinking and looking forward to for a Battletoads video game based IP virtual pinball table. And like when I'm playing a virtual brand new pinball table, I'm kind of looking forward to like the Zen type style stuff, where they integrate and utilize. It's kind of like, if Ferrari or a Lamborghini were to produce a sports car, but then they throttled it down to only have the performance of a horse and buggy. It's like you got all this technology that you're incorporating and using at your fingertips. Why try to pretend like it's like some old school pinball table when you can work in, things that fly across the screen and interact and stuff? So super exciting stuff when it comes to like some of the Zen tables. And but yeah, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking, how I missed the boat on that. It was silly of me to assume that, At Games and Zen could produce a set of tables that would work on that board, given, what Arcade 1-Up was able to throw together.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, like 50% of those boards have burnt up and overheated and are toast now, but they at least got it to work. So, I mean, silly of me for thinking that At Games could throw some Zen tables on the HD somehow, but whatever.
Well, I'm glad that you at least liked KI, at least a little bit. At least it was kind of worth your money in the long run. So I have to give it, at least I'm glad that worked for you. So I quite enjoyed Battletoads. I think, don't get me wrong, I thought KI was really good. I've already played Sea of Thieves because I have a Sea of Thieves table, so it really wasn't much of a difference for me. But I thought Battletoads was definitely the shining star of that lineup. And maybe just because I'm on the 4KP, it feels a little different than you. And I didn't have as much problems logging in and doing all that jazz as well. So I think that part of the frustration is that as well, to a certain extent. So, but I love your other feelings. I know Matt's got it, Chaotic's got it. Jay, I don't think you've had a chance to look at them, just seen videos, right?
Yeah, I was watching Michael B play it. Was it the KI? It seemed really bouncy on the bottom. It was just, the ball just kept going nuts for him. It seemed like he was having frustration. I'm curious, Todd. You're the only one that has a HD and a 4K that I know of. It'd be cool for you to like get both and compare them
side by side. That's a great.
Yeah, you're the only person I know that has that. I know Sheldon had it, but he sold his.
Well, I can do it because I got the micro.
Oh yeah,
I have the micro too.
Yeah, I'd love to see like a comparison because I have the ALU, and it has pinball tables on it, but from what I'm hearing, you can't. Is that they're not?
Yeah, ALU cannot play anything that's new.
Yeah, but I have like all the. I don't know. It was just weird that they can play, like the
Natural History Pack 2 is
he
the
does
last.
the mayor of the community is
ALU
here.
pack can play.
Yeah, I think that's what I have. So I was like, and I wasn't impressed with those either. So it was just interesting to see. I play a lot of.
I'm not going to play both of them, so.
I have both, and I will never.
It's a pointless tax, according to MG. So.
Yep.
I mean, I think people would be interested. I mean, I'm Matt. What do you think of it? Because you have the HD, right?
Yes, sir. And so the concept of like mainly Killer Instinct, like each ramp has a given function, like strong, like basically it's your 6 buttons on your. So I think that the concept is nice. I just got to learn how to hit each ramp to win. But and normally I hate, not like most of the time I hate like ramps that are like tables that are ramp heavy. But it's necessary because each ramp has its own given function.
Correct.
Yep.
The worst thing about the Killer Instinct table, period, is the 4 slingshots.
Yes, sir.
You got the 2 main slingshots at the bottom, and you got 2 off to the sides.
Yeah,
that can just send the ball anywhere, and that's the most frustrating part of that table because you can be in a good rhythm of hitting all the ramps and building up your combo.
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you make one mistake and it's bouncing all over the damn place to the point where your combo is timed out. You got to start all over.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point as well.
Too bad it could have been quality tested by somebody who knows what they're doing.
That'd cool. Somebody
that'd have been cool.
That could have been.
I mean, I did find 6 bugs in the 3 months I had to test it.
Yes, sir.
Was it that bad when you were testing it?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I asked for them to do. I asked them to tone down the strength of the slingshots on the sides, so that the ball wouldn't go all over the freaking place. And I guess that just didn't get listened to. And honestly, like their second iteration of the backglass art was just Fulgore and the Killer Instinct logo. Should have kept that because it was fine to way it was. Now they got this, they got TJ Combo and Jago back there. And they don't look right to me. Like,
I mean, like Jago is like shredded. Like,
yeah, it kind of looks like a Ninja Gaiden character, you know.
But yeah, my favorite character is Combo, so I'm glad he was on there.
Yeah, I'm glad he was on there too. But like at one point, they had Fulgore on the back glass, and it was just a KI logo, and it looked good. Another time, they had TJ Combo punching the KI logo.
Yes, sir.
That was the back glass, and I was like, that's fine too. And then they swapped to this one, and I'm like, I was no longer working there, so I was like, I have no input. I can't say anything now. I don't like it.
I just want to say I did not want to give my input on it.
I did.
Looking at the chat, I told you guys I didn't want to tell you my honest review, but
so if you blame, it's me. Everybody, you can hold me accountable because I'm the one that asked because I knew he had a certain feeling about it and I wanted to hear it.
Yeah. Not everybody likes everything. People
Correct.
think you have to like everything. You don't. So some people have honest reviews of it.
Hollywood Polo asks, KI table seems very boring and generic to me versus the 4 Zachariah table releases. Your thoughts, Chaotic and Crew? I have to agree with you. A lot of the ones that I recently got are enjoying a little bit more than the KI. Now I'm going to keep giving KI, a good playing and see if if it's one of those things I love, grow to love. But I'll probably be playing more of the other ones that come out. So, Chaotic, you want to give your 2 cents?
My biggest issue is that I've had 3 months where I was playing KI and Battletoads nonstop to the point where when it got released, yay! I'm happy for everybody else, but for me, I'm just like I'm tired of these tables.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I really enjoy the latest Zachariah tables. Future Worlds is fantastic.
Future Worlds was
Shooting
fun.
the Rapids Deluxe.
That's a fun table.
Moonflight Deluxe. Like all these new deluxe tables are just a breath of fresh air to me, and I'm enjoying them a lot more.
Yeah. All right.
And I feel like Magic Pixel has put more time into those than they did with these 2 rare tables or the 3 rare tables because that's At Games paying them to do that.
Yes, sir.
So, Magic Pixel has their own brand, their Zachariah brand, and I feel like they're putting more time and effort into those than they are in these, and it kind of shows.
Is Hockey Town right on this? Is Rascal leaving?
Yep, he announced that yesterday.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Yes. It's time for him to move on.
Okay. All righty.
All right.
So there goes my window of opportunity back into the fold.
Everyone just barely made it to the chat. How's
Maybe
it going?
there's a
Good to
spot
see you,
open.
Justin.
All right.
I don't want it now.
Yeah.
Saying Sirit says you're banned from the influencer program, Joel. So
I never was in
Oh,
it,
Joel.
but I highly suspect my chances of ever getting into it are probably slimmer now.
all right. From
There
P
you go.
Dubs, Arcade Loft, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Battletoads and Killer Instinct suck ASS. Sea of Thieves is very well done. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate you more than you will ever know. All right.
And to answer Cornercade's question, why spend all the money for KI? That's At Games, dude. At Games bought that license. Magic Pixel is just a team that they told to develop it and put money into it. Doesn't mean that they put that very much money into Magic Pixel, but when you throw stuff extra work onto Magic Pixel to say, hey, we know you're making your own stuff, but we need you to make this stuff too. Here's some money. It's obviously shows that they're putting more effort into their own IPs than they are on
there you go.
Onto that game's stuff.
Is that why it took so long? I mean, this thing.
No, I have no idea why it took so long. I mean, I imagine Microsoft said yes to this, no to that, change that.
Yes, sir.
This is not okay. No, you can't use that much of that property. Nope, this looks too much like something else. Swap it up. Can't use any original properties. You're going to have to change it up to make it look more like original art. Your original art or your original interpretation of that stuff like that. Like likenesses and stuff like that. So
that's a good point by Jason there.
What I understand though, is there anybody over at Microsoft left to actually give that type of feedback?
Yeah, they just did another round of layoffs at Xbox, and we were talking literally on Open Fridge on Monday about, them coming out with possible new hardware and stuff like that, and it's like now there's not another round of layoffs. It's just kind of weird for Xbox. So,
oh my God, Cornercade, you did a review?
He explained it in his review.
I thought you stopped doing reviews.
Did they give it to him for free?
So much to unlock and do. Surprise out of me. Cool.
He probably had it. He probably had the pack for a while.
Well, he had the rare pack because he did the Sea of Thieves review. Remember?
Yeah. So that's
there you go.
That makes more sense.
I took so long because they were waiting on 3 more pinball machines to sell before they could pay for the license.
You might not be wrong.
You might not be wrong.
all I know is they're knocking it out this week and last week. With so
they
many
have
releases. I'm going to be so busy tomorrow.
Yeah, your show's going to be
it's probably going to be a long ass show because I got to do reviews on 5 tables.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, you're going to have a.
They're not done yet. Tomorrow. I mean, they did that Zen table today, and then they got another Zachariah Soccer Kings Deluxe tomorrow.
Wow.
So it's like I got them at 5 tables, man.
Yep. Yo,
Feast or
Retro
famine, right?
Yo Retro never left. Why do you keep saying it's back? I don't understand that. So 3-hour show. I don't know. You and Dustin can't go
are
that
you
long.
new here? He says everything's back. That's just one of his things. He says
World War III is back.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, be
boy.
careful.
He's back.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
everything's
Yeah,
back.
I didn't pay
No,
for
it's
the
hype.
rare
That's
Kickstarter.
what it was. It's hype.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's back tomorrow for another show. Yeah,
There you go. No, it's back tomorrow. There it is. Soccer Kings Deluxe came out this morning. I thought it was
no. That's Zen's soccer
football one, right?
It's football. Yeah, it's on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
football Super League.
Oh, that's the Zen table. That's the one Joel can't have.
Yeah,
correct.
And it was $5. So
of course,
it's $5. If you play it 2 times, it's $5. Like
it's worth. It's worth.
I spend more than that at Quick Trip. It's like
exactly.
I spent more than that on a Magic Pixel table.
Right.
No problem, Dr. Torque. We're
and I don't think it's in VR. Todd, you asked me if it was in VR. I didn't see it.
You don't think it's in there?
I don't VR yet.
No.
Is that coming down
no
the
announcement
road?
of that.
I'm optimistic that we're going to get everything that Zen has in VR now, the way they've been going.
Oh wow, Dubs does have a point. Yeah. If it's Zen, it's 100 times the quality for less cost.
Oh, and dude, you feel like you're playing a real soccer game. You got timer. You got shoot ramps to attack down the field. Shoot the ramps to defend down the field. If you go down the out lanes, you have a chance to what's called tackle. In other words, you have tiny little flippers underneath the out lanes where you shoot them back up.
Yes, sir.
And you can keep playing, man. And if you drain a ball, it's like they scored a goal on you. And it's really cool. And it keeps going. There's a halftime show of it, which is you multi-ball. Just go nuts, man. And the ball's a soccer ball, so that's cool too.
Yeah.
That's really good to know because I don't want to play a real soccer game.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there was people posting
Way too much
memes.
work. So if it's like playing a real soccer game, I'm out.
No, you gotta play. What's that other one? U.S. Open. The U.S.
World Cup Soccer.
World Cup Soccer. That's my favorite game. I love that game.
Why did that
fun.
cost $15 versus this one that's only costing
Licenses, baby.
$5? Oh boy,
License. Got to pay the USOC.
You gotta pay for that license.
When I was on a buy-in trip for those tables, I bought it and I downloaded it, but that's the one I haven't gotten to yet. It's towards the back of the playlist right now. So
You haven't played World Cup Soccer yet?
no, I have not.
No.
What?
You love NBA Jam. You love it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I
good.
know
It is
you
good.
talked about it multiple times. So
Oh, dude, that's.
I haven't played it on the 4KP, so.
Oh, you'll like it.
Oh yeah, that's.
But I did buy it, so I need to do it. So
Yeah, that one's worth.
Come on, Todd.
That one's worth $15.
Wait,
I play that VR real on my phone any chance I get. That's one of my top.
It's a fun
tables.
game. It is fun.
Someone
It's got
in
the
the
guy
VP
from NBA
space
Jam
needs
on
to
it.
Step up and get a WWE license and bring in a large number to new players.
There
I mean,
is
the
a
following's there.
WrestleMania table.
Joel, can you handle that?
I call him up.
I don't know.
Just play it on VPX.
What about what's everybody's thought about,
It is fun.
It wasn't out last week when we were on Lara Croft games, I know
Like Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider, baby.
Yeah,
Raiders.
I'm loving them.
I'm enjoying them.
The first one, the one where what's the one that's in the museum or the house?
In her mansion, in her house.
Yeah, the mansion one.
House.
The mansion one I like more than the other one.
I do too.
I played the mansion probably 4 or 5 times, and I really enjoyed that. So
I keep hearing that people like them. I like them both equally, to be honest. I'm having fun with both of them. I figured out some skill shots with the other one. I think once you figure out what you're supposed to be doing, I think you're gonna enjoy it more. So
yeah,
I like them both.
Oh, well, I like them both too. I
don't like. I've kind of got them neck and neck, to be honest. Once you figure out what you. Who's it? RTX. He was showing some tips and tricks and doing tables with the left. I didn't even know about that left flipper trick, and now I'm trying it at every table that I play now and see if you hold down the left flipper, then you can do a skill shot. I was like, it's just cool knowing that little secret that you can get because there's a super skill shot on that where it rings around and you can hit 2 things, and I was like. Okay, this is cool.
Yeah, guys, what we experienced on Harry Potter this weekend, where you hold it in the left flipper and then launch it, that turns the table red.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do the super skill shot. Same concept.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I will say though one thing about it though, and that is MG brings up a good point. I was a little disappointed though that they really, what's Tomb Raider all about?
Tombs.
Yeah, not one of them has got tombs in it. Or exploring tombs, and so that was a little disappointing. That was a little disappointing that they didn't go down that path. But the mansion
is just the first level of the first game. That's the only time I've ever seen the mansion. Is like how to play the game. That's what the mansion is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. If Zen did a WWE series and At Games was able to do a dedicated WWE 4KP, it would sell all the other models compared to the year it released. Yeah. You're probably not wrong there, Mike. I have to agree. It would probably do really well for them. We're all going crazy for the basic fun.
WrestleFest, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go old school or new school? What do you think they would want?
I think old school would be better, but that's just me.
You're not into the wrestling stuff there. I mean, that's my son just went to SmackDown and got to see live. I mean, that thing is huge. Wrestling stuff is like YouTubers and stuff like that. If you go down that rabbit hole, I mean, there's a huge fan base for that stuff.
Yeah.
We were going to go in Atlanta, but I told Brian, I said, because he took me last year, the first time I ever saw him. And I go, Brian, I just let you know that looked a little scripted to me. Something looks a little off. I don't really. It didn't look that. I mean, it just looked scripted. So I really don't want to go and watch something like. I want to.
Oh boy!
Stockjack, you had to use something called your imagination.
I'm too old for that kind of crap.
I can get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Stockjack, I'm working on a new intro for my show, and you're gonna love it.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
Goldberg is having his last match in Atlanta next month.
So if I ever get it done, you're gonna love it.
All right, Todd, are we ready for trivia question number 2?
How did you ever play the Intellivision?
How do I ever
use your
play?
imagination for that, don't you?
No, there is no imagination on that one, man. It's so straightforward, easy. Just nope, super easy.
All right.
Yeah, what do you think that block is?
Yeah,
that isn't a baseball. That's a block.
Oh man! All righty.
All right. So here we go.
Okay.
What you got?
We got here. So
Question number 2.
This is question number 2, and question number 2, just like the other ones. Brooklyn Menace, you cannot win 2 of these.
And he'll probably know the answer right off the bat too.
This here is a solar powered a charger, a brick, but it's also you can charge it with the sun in case you're ever outside. And I think I'm sorry, I don't number numbers very well, but it's a decent size one. It's like 5,000 mAh or something like that. So here's the question, and you got to answer it. You got to answer it.
Okay.
You got to answer it. You can't just win by saying you win.
Again, I don't even know who half these people are, but here we go.
All right.
What was He-Man's identity name, and where was he from?
Okay, there you go.
Easy peasy.
Now remember, you have to put both answers in the
both
thing
answers have to be on the
together.
same line.
And Jason Little Alien, if you're still there,
And I need
please
the
help us.
I need his title and everything. Come on.
Yeah, there.
Okay,
Hollywood Polo.
Yeah.
Good
Yep,
man,
easy
ready to go.
All right, Hollywood
Polo. Good job.
I've been playing Future Pinball. There's a He-Man one, so that's the only reason I really know these, because I wasn't a big He-Man guy, but that game is awesome.
All right.
Okay, good job. But by the way, good job, MG, for cutting and pasting, because that's exactly what I have written down in mine. Exact word for word from Google.
Oh boy,
Hollywood Polo got. Hey, Hollywood Polo, are you in our Discord? If not, if you are, message me in Discord. Just friend me in Discord, in our Discord channel. If not, it's real easy to email me. Just email Stockjock.
I'm just a quick typer.
I'm just a quick typer.
STOKJOCK@gmail.com.
So Stockjock, that last question is the ones you need to go with. Everybody seems to be knowing those.
I don't know any clue who this He-Man guy is. So
if you don't know what it is, that's a pretty good question.
Yeah, what's your Discord? My Discord name is Stockjock Hollywood Polo. Okay.
I'm just curious though, Stockjock. Do you give Jason Little Alien heads up of what these questions are and what the answers are, or does he just ultimately know the answers to them anyway?
He knows the answers. Come on.
He's like Oz.
He's like the Wizard of Oz. I mean, he's behind.
He does know a lot of trivia.
He does.
For sure.
He does.
Yes.
He's our fact checker. I'm like, what does Jason say?
Yep. I'm sorry, MG. I swear that's exactly how it's written on my paper. How you have written it out there.
I have all the answers, and they're never shared with me. LOL.
That's right. That's
there
right.
you are. Jason is a bot. Yeah.
Wait. So it's funny, Dr. Torque. I actually was looking up questions on those very items today.
There you go. I
actually, so much so that I went and bought a Johnny Quest shirt today, and it's coming. And so when the shirt arrives, I will have a trivia question for Johnny Quest. So start looking that crap up now, guys.
Dr. Torque, you could be a winner very, very soon.
My son came over in a Stockjock shirt today, and I was told him I have to steal it. It was a Flintstones shirt that looks exactly like what Stockjock wears. So I was like,
wow.
I told him I'm going to steal that shirt for a show one of these days. So,
All right.
so I'm pretty sure you have a Flintstone one, don't you?
Yeah, I've
Oh, he
worn
has
it.
a Flintstone shirt.
I've
You
even
wore it
had
this
trivia
weekend.
questions on it.
Yep. Remember the whole bedrock? Yes.
Did he wear the
With the-
shirt though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you weren't on that night. I wore a shirt. I had a shirt. We had the Jetsons and the Flintstones.
No,
on
this
it.
is just the Flintstones, not the Jensens and the. Flintstones.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got just the Flintstones too.
He wants a stock shot. Wow. Okay. Hollywood Polo. All right. So
We'll have a show one night, Todd, on just where to get all these shirts from.
yeah, well, that yeah. There you
That'll
go.
take up the whole show.
There
I
you
know.
go. Well, guys, we've been going for an hour and a half. I know we talked a little bit about doing some mods. If you're up for it, we can get into that as well if you want to. Or if you're done, if you want to call it, all you got to do is say, let's call it.
Open Wednesday.
Open Wednesday.
And we are down.
And the awkward silence
We are
is
down
back.
to only 40 viewers now.
Yeah, we were at 6. We lost 20 viewers.
Pretty
so,
low.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
All right, let's do one more check here real quick
Okay.
and see where he's at while the duration of our show.
Almost. He's getting there.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
almost. Let's get him up there, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he made it. So also what we learned about, well, I didn't know until Kickstarter. So once people meet their goal, right, and then they get to a certain point, they can pull that money. Like when we backed the pinball for Wonderland, like they already pulled the money and we don't have our table yet. So therefore, maybe it'll fund Glenn's stuff, moving forward. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome.
That it is.
So
Yep.
there's 40 people watching. We can do this. I'm one of them. Like, please we're gonna have a 1 in the chat if you would like to buy Joel's stuff, or 2 if you don't. Like, so they're just based on I want 1, Stock Jock wants 1, I'm gonna get 1. So is it
I want
who's it?
3 or 4.
Yeah. So please put a 1 in the chat if you're 100 like you're interested in Joel's stuff.
Joel Tindo K, baby.
Yeah, I want the player's choice so bad. So there you go.
Joel
Let the
Tindo
roll
K.
on
One's
in.
up in the chat. Show support for this man.
There it is. Look at all them ones.
Yeah.
Look at all them ones.
We don't need no Kickstarter. Oh crap! Come on, really?
Woo!
Yep. I think
All right, Joel, you got a lot of ones in there, buddy.
let's do this. Yes. I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
Like
Me
you
too.
went on a limb, you took a step of faith, and you're crushing it. So I can't wait.
Ryan. I think Intech owes me a little bit of
1,
Yeah.
2.
I'm just glad I got one.
And he changed it to a 1. He changed it to a 1, everybody.
Thank you, PB&J.
Sorry,
are you-
PB&J, you got to get 2 now. You already put it in there. You got to buy 2 caps and Joel.
Yep.
You
You
know
get a
what?
Joel Tindo K and a Robotron.
So Joel, are you more interested? The Intech deck, is that only just because you can put the cartridges in, or are you doing the other Intech deck where you like the?
there's more for the cartridges, just for the whole idea of doing the play choice, the Nintendo play choice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I can see you
It's
just
kind of a
building
cool concept.
Yeah.
Clearly, most people think they're crap and like nobody wanted them, but all of a sudden now they're all sold out on Amazon and you can't get them anymore. So, guess some people wanted them. I think they owe me a little bit of commission there, but yeah, it was mostly just for a complete unit for me to do for the play choice stuff. I'm just a big NES nerd fan. I've got a couple hundred NES cartridges and stuff like that. So I always, when I saw that they made the Intech deck, that was immediately where my head went. I want to build a play choice 10 cab of my own and put that in it. But when I started hearing everybody wanting just a Nintendo shell to be able to do their Donkey Kongs and Punch Outs and Fix It Felix and stuff like that, that was where it was like, all right, well, maybe there's something here that people really want and need, so we'll work on making a Nintendo cabinet for people. So it was not. I've never was intending to like every unit have an Intech deck for sure, but I just thought it was kind of a unique, cool concept to add to a game room to be able to swap your carts out. And I think, as I've mentioned, I found some multi cart SD NES carts that will work with it too, so that you can kind of curate ROMs and stuff like that to be able to play, so you don't have to swap them on and off. If you don't want to, you can kind of have like a multi-cade going with it. But that's that.
Yeah, because I was thinking all you really need is a controller, and you wouldn't need. You know how to build your own deck, so I'm just getting like maybe one of Glenn's control adapters and using whatever you want for the actual
options on my website are gonna have an option for controllers, like Glenn's controller. And if you want to get a Pi from me, I'm gonna probably have Raspberry Pi 3 is available. I found a nice case that mounts and that I have that'll mount to things, and I've designed my cab up to have the mounting spot in there for it, so you can mount it all down and button tuck things up real nice, especially for those people that are just that anal and picky and like to even have that stuff that is not seen organized and buttoned up and tucked away. But so there will be pies available. You can bring your own pie if you want. You can add a mini PC if you want, whatever. But I am going to try to offer some decks in pre-configured whole configurations for things to make them accurate too. If you're going to be building a Donkey Kong, you can have yourself, a one-player stick, Donkey Kong, 2-button or one, 2 buttons. So. Or one button, one button. But or if you're gonna do you want to do a punch out, whole configurations for that.
So many options, man.
Yeah.
It's
bring your own sticks if you want. I think I'm gonna try to offer buttons and sticks though if you need them. Wasn't really gonna get into doing too much with monitors and bezels, but I've been told that's the hard part. And as Fox pointed out on his short today, that is a very difficult thing to build. Fox made a nice bezel in like 30 seconds on his channel, but the one thing I am noticing though with if you want to do the plastic front screen bezel, the dimensions and layout and the size and everything of the cab, to be able to put an arcade 1-up screen and bezel in there, it has to come down a couple inches in order to really be able to see through if you're going to do artwork around the bezel and stuff. So if you want to bring your own screen and bezel, you can do that and drop it in. But if you want to have that outside glass bezel and be able to see it properly, you're probably going to need to drop it down. So you're either going to need to get a screen and bezel from me, or I probably will offer bezel swap outs to purchase. You can just buy a bezel and then drop your arcade 1-up monitor into that bezel. Is probably what I'm going to do as well.
And so the one that you have listed on your Facebook page for the Play Choice 10, like does it have just the 45 monitor? It doesn't have a piece of Plex in the front, right? I'm trying to look at it.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't have any Plexi. So the Play Choice that I have is just an arcade 1-up monitor. It's a Simpsons monitor in there. And I just dropped that in. And so that works out just fine. I like it like that.
Take my money.
And the play choice, like I don't think any of the play choices really had that plexi in the front anyways.
No, sir.
There's more of the other ones like the Donkey Kong and Fix It Felix and stuff like that.
Yeah, Mario Brothers had one.
And it's gonna come with your coin door, like I'm just gonna ask questions because I just want you to take my money. I keep saying it. So, because like this one tugs on my heartstrings. Like my parents were still together, and like they were in a bowling league, and like we would get a nominal fee to go to the bowling alley as a child, and so like I would play this because I could play for an extended amount of time with my given $1 $2 that I was given, and so I want this in my house, and so I can't wait for you to make this. So it'll come with coin doors, like all the stuff.
Yeah, so there will be an ultimate option. So I don't know if I'm probably not going to build all the different variations and offer them. People want to build Donkey Kong and those things, have at it. They'll be offered I'll have shells and stuff in the various colors with the controls and the decks and stuff like that, but probably not going to offer side art for all of them. But as far as what you see there in that picture, I will have basically all of that available, that as like an entire full package for people to buy.
Yes, sir.
The one thing that is missing right now is I am going to do one additional thing on the kick plate, which is like a token access door that sits below the coin door.
Yes, sir.
And that will be like functioning so you can open it up and store your NES carts in there down in the bottom if you so choose.
Very cool.
So that will be an add-on option, but yeah. And then I will I'll offer the digital topper as well.
Back to these.
The free digital topper for the play choice.
So,
and I do have some Intech decks available so that you could order a complete finished unit from me that has it pre-installed. Or if you have your own Intech deck sitting around that you would like to use and source, I will offer just the deck,
the graphics,
my deck kit, and the graphics and stuff.
Okay.
There's a few things that you need to do in order to make it's not completely, I guess ultimately it is kind of drop in, but in order to have like the speakers on the front and stuff, there's a little bit of cutting that you have to do to some of the plastic pieces inside the deck.
Okay.
Their deck. So they have like some plastic framework and stuff that kind of holds a lot of it all together. So you basically just have to cut the speakers away so that you can mount those on the front, but you can retain their mounting brackets. I have those already, the holes pre-configured behind those speaker grills so that you can screw them right in. And then with the Intech, you would also be able to insert your cartridges into the bottom through a little slot, so that you can swap them in and out. Be hidden on the bottom. What else? Yeah, that.
Like where on the bottom? You said it's on the bottom. Where on? I know
it's underneath the speaker control panel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I do have a variation that I was looking at that had reused the door that they have too on their deck and put it in the front. But kind of the feedback I was getting from people in the Discord and stuff was hide it right underneath and have it flush and make it look like, full play choice cabinet on the outside and have it kind of just hidden on the inside there. So that is kind of the route the adventure I've been choosing with it. I will.
And by the way, that's a Fix It Felix there too, right?
Yeah, that's the start of Fix It Felix, the base hiding behind the off-road.
Yep.
I have it here actually behind me, but I will have a retro coin door available as well. So there's the retro 530 coin door with the lit, which is more kind of a modern push button coin door that you see on the Play Choice. But I'm putting together kind of a retro coin door for the Donkey Kongs and Nintendo style cab type stuff, so that if people want to have that look without the lights, kind of the chrome, holder style, insert the coin here type thing, we'll have that available as an option as well. Lots of various options, starting from just a basic wooden box. But it's going to be a pretty fancy wooden box. So at a bare minimum, what you would get is a MDF shell that's been pre-cut with vinyl skin on the outside and white T-molding all around the outside. All the hardware, cams, and everything, you can put these together in 20-30 minutes tops, probably. It goes, I don't know if it's just me because I know it inside and out by now, but I've put together like 3 of these, and they keep going back together quicker and quicker, but they're pretty fast compared to an arcade 1-up.
I got a question for you.
Basically, that's the basics of what you get, along with the very minimal package. You'll also get a lit marquee, like the LED light strip will come in it. Yeah. I'm going to provide two pieces of plexi that will fit in there, along with probably a basic, printed marquee of some sort. And you'll get a power supply that mounts to the side. I don't know if I have pictures in there of that yet, but it's basically a 3-prong. So there in the back, it has a pass-through power port. Yep. So you'll get one of those. Underneath the deck is a power supply that has 3 plugs in it with 4 USBs in the top. So it's kind of just a power strip, and it has a main kill switch. And the kill switch is exposed underneath the deck, so you can just reach underneath the deck, take your games pinball, and turn it on and off, and kill the power to everything.
That'd be the same with a Pi base?
Yep. Okay. So you can plug in all your stuff to it. So it will turn on your monitor, your coin door lights, because it has 4 USB ports, so you can plug just about anything in. The very top of the cabinet already has a hole drilled, cut into it for toppers and things like that, so you could run a USB cable through the top if you wanted to as well. And yeah. So that's the basic package. So the basic package, you're getting a pretty fancy wooden box, I think.
Can you go back
I can't make the wooden box any more fancier, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like Hockey Town. Shut up and take my money.
Yep.
Can you go back to the Fix It Felix? You got a good side view of it? Because that one is in 2 pieces, right? The side.
Yep. Well, the Fix It Felix is in 2 pieces, and so is the Nintendo is in 2 pieces too. The orange one. The only one that's not, and the only one that probably will never be, is that one and only Play Choice right there.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see the side. I wanted to see. It looked like it was incredibly seamless. Like I couldn't even tell where the seam was.
Yeah. So the orange one.
Yeah, the orange one is really nice.
Orange one has a seam in it.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell.
Okay, yeah. I can't tell there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah,
right there, but
I can't even tell. Holy cow. Wow. Okay.
I guess, while we're here talking about it, I could maybe try to move off-road.
Whoa.
Look at that beauty.
I can't even tell there either.
I can see it just barely. You have to
because
really stare at
you're
it.
looking for it. That's why.
Look at that.
1, 2, there you go.
1, 3,
Shut up and take Hockey Town's money.
Shut up, Hockey Town. I have no money.
Oh,
FMG.
dude, that's what I.
dope.
Man, that is
for the power supplies right down here, and then here's the top of it has all your 4 USB plugs, and then there's 3 plugs for your power supplies to power your Pi and marquee and whatnot. There is. Did I mount this one down yet? No, I didn't. So don't really want to lift it completely up.
Be careful.
But because it's
I see.
and trying
okay. I got it. Oh, look at that.
So
Okay.
So the
So
front
it's-
panel hides it so well. That's nice.
That
Yes,
is,
sir.
That's a smart design too, man.
man.
So,
I
and
could-
it is bar top friendly for Todd. So the kick plate, the way I designed it, the kick plate extends all the way up past the seam here.
okay.
Gee.
Behind the kick plate is another colored panel. So here's the top of the kick plate, if you can see it here.
Yep,
Yes, sir.
yep.
So I designed it up for someone like Todd who wants to have a bar top unit. They can have a bar top unit, and the base of the bar top cap piece itself is identical to the base of the pedestal here. So essentially, this black stand here that it's on, you could put on the bar top unit as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to sit on itself like this. It could be elevated up a little bit more on that base, that black base. To have
That thing is just gorgeous. Man, that's awesome looking.
And Joel came up with this design by himself, guys. This is something he made. This is original design. So this is
a couple little tight spots to get at. I've been kind of ironing out some of the details and stuff, but you guys have gotten my risers. They kind of go together very similarly, and I've tried to mark everything on the inside, so where everything kind of goes from a letter and number designation. It all goes together with the cam locks and things like that. It's also, the marquee is dimmable for you content creators that would like to adjust the brightness of your marquees so that they don't flood and blow out on your streams. So there's adjustable marquee, and yeah, I don't know.
from JoJo.
Jason Little Alien's asking the height of the cabinet is. Did you get a full?
It's this height.
Like 5'9", 5'8".
So I am how tall? Well, it's late in the day, so I'm a little shorter, but normally I'm 5'7". So I'm not a very tall guy, but it is. You guys, you got me moving my whole game room around with all these questions. Here.
Well, is it the same size as the Dig Dug, for example, or a little bit taller?
Yeah, the pit.
Yeah.
It is the same size as the Dig Dug, and I'll show you.
Okay.
Be careful.
There it is.
Dang.
You
Yeah.
can see.
Okay.
He-Man that
There you
guy.
go.
So Jason Little Alien, if you have a Dig Dug or that type of cab, it should,
And he does have a dig dug. I know he went through an ordeal with that thing.
Yeah, with the monitor. Yep. I remember that.
Yep.
So yeah, it will be, and so I have. That is not on any of my risers. That Dig Dug, that's a stock riser.
Yep.
So that is a stock arcade 1-up Dig Dug.
So it's the size of a deluxe.
So yeah, about 5'6".
Yeah.
Well,
it's,
Jason, that's exactly the height then.
and so I have built it, designed it up to mimic an arcade 1-up.
Good man. Good man.
So Same height and everything. I don't have the coin door on it. I'm working on that tomorrow. Coin doors.
Yes, sir. Now, are you using one-up coin doors, or are you using your molded inject ones?
So I am using for the play choice. It's the Retro 530 coin doors.
Oh, yes, sir. Laramie's.
And for my hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll entertain ourselves.
So
Look
Glenn's Kickstarter is over 300,000.
That's awesome. That's the whole notion. Like everybody can be lifted up and win at the same time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
There they are.
Essentially, it's going to be something like
Yes, sir.
this
Now,
with the something right there. You can see that.
Yes, sir.
Away.
yeah, it looks amazing.
so did you bought those coin
Like your
doors?
vinyl.
So yeah, these are just stuff I've been sourcing from around.
No, it's
Okay.
pretty simple.
And, yeah, this will be dressed up a little bit better. We're gonna have pre-drilled holes in here and round the edges off on this ABS sheet.
Yes, sir.
Make it look a little bit more like a coin door.
That looks amazing.
Do you see Jason's question there, Joel? Do you see it?
Are
those orange and blue colors match to the originals? Oh, of course. No, I don't know. They're basically what I can get as far as vinyl goes.
Okay. It
As
looks
close as I could find to match. I don't
close.
have any. And from what I've seen, some of them are in a lot of different tones. Not sure. I'm sure there is probably an official.
Mike
color
wants
code.
to give you his credit card now. If you're willing to write it down, we'll
Turn your head.
turn everybody. I agree, Jason. They are extremely close. They might be a shade or two off, but they are really, really close.
Yeah.
The best I could
Especially
get
the blue.
without, because I'm not, we're not printing this stuff. I'm just trying to use vinyl that I can source and put on there.
I think the black is 100% matching of the black of the play choice. Black is black. We're good.
It is black.
Yeah.
So the nice part is you can. I'm gonna do my best to try to source some artwork and stuff for people too, but with the keeping in mind that it's not gonna be professional grade. It's not gonna be Joe Sabos type stuff,
Yeah.
You want real fine quality artwork for your bezels and stuff like that. I'm gonna provide dimensions and stuff for the guys that wanna, have Sabos and those guys make that stuff for them. But essentially, though, it's just a sticker with most of these.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Nintendo is that most of those were just stickers they slapped on the sides.
Yep.
I'm going to do my best to design up artwork for my decks. Any deck that I make custom, so to fit in there, I'm going to do my best to design up some artwork for it too, if I can. Artwork for decks is sometimes a little bit more simpler. At least it's been simpler for the Nintendo Versus and for the Play Choice, and I have those all kind of ready to go because it's a lot more vector graphics and stuff.
Yes, sir.
And it's not, characters and artwork and things like that. But
I got a question for you. Can you tell us? So obviously your Nintendo style cab is the first cab. I don't think I'm far off by saying Robotron or maybe Smash TV, whatever, will be the next cab. You said do you have a third one in mind? A third style?
Robotron, is going to be next because
Okay.
I owe it to Daryl.
Oh,
I owe it to Stock Jock. We need to get those 7.
Those 70.
I mean, every day that passes, we could be losing another Robotron customer.
Dang, that's morbid.
So we need to get them out there.
We need to get to me quickly then.
But no. So
do you have anything planned maybe for after that?
The third one that's planned after that is probably another one for my man over here, Matt Multicade, who has been wanting Qbert.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Qbert. You guys heard it, Qbert.
Oh.
Yep.
We hopefully will be able to figure out the knocker.
Yep. Yeah, I got to tinker
Dude,
with
if
that.
you figure out the knocker, you're going to sell at least 2. You're going to sell at least
The nice
3.
thing with Robotron and Qbert is they're going to be a whole heck of a lot simpler of what is going to be offered.
Yes, sir.
Than this. There's just so much going on. But at least I'm working out a lot of the bugs and details and stuff with a lot of this too. Getting packaging and stuff like that figured out. And that's going to be a whole nother battle in and of itself. I don't know if I'm going to survive this with my anxiety and stuff. It's hard enough when I ship stuff out a couple times a week when it goes out and just waiting to hear whose riser arrives damaged or busted up, because UPS and stuff, man, they're rough on things. So
yes, sir.
Gallagher guy got his pretty good, right? He said it survived, right?
Did it make it? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. It made it. Yeah, he said plenty of sawdust in there. He's happy.
Oh yeah.
Good. He didn't get.
That's right. He didn't get a new
one of these today.
This came from last week now, right? Because
we've
listened.
We've got these for everybody now.
Yes.
Is it upside down? It's upside down.
Joel heard and listened, and look what he came up with.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I hear
Right,
you
Joel
guys.
Michael
You want to take care of that dust? I got you covered.
Yep. There you go.
And it's not just usable for my riser when it arrives, or my product when it arrives, but it can be reused throughout the game room for the rest of your game room's lives.
Yeah. It's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
It is.
There you go.
And you'll always be reminded of Joel.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we have gone 2 hours. Are you guys ready to wrap this one up?
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for the
BPR,
conversation.
are you still with us?
I am
brother?
too.
I think that was the best modding I've ever seen.
Yes.
If I know Chaotic, the guy, he fell asleep. You guys don't believe that he's in the okay. I know he won't mind it. We're literally Todd. We're in the
They're
car.
also they're not
He's
just
literally-
available in red. They're going to be available in multiple colors. So they're like Pokemon. You got to collect them all.
You got to collect them all.
There's probably
don't know
only
which
be
one
one
you're gonna get.
included per order, though. So
And you don't know which
So-
color you're going to get. So you got to
repeat
keep buying them so you
orders.
get all the
Yep.
colors.
It's
I
like
want the full
trading
set,
cards,
you know?
like
How
baseball
many different
cards.
colors? How many different colors?
I believe there's 4: blue,
Four. I
white,
ordered 4
I
cabs.
got it. I'm
Four
looking
cabs.
at every one
red.
of them. It's all
Four
good.
cabs.
4 different
And
colors.
you get 4 different colors. Okay.
All right. All right. You were saying, Stock Jock?
Can't stand them.
I was saying we're right. Todd and Chaotic and I were all going out to dinner, and Brian here is he's telling us how to go. He's got the map out, and we're driving along. And I looked over, and here's Brian.
You get tired.
Oh, I still got that picture of Brian in my
He goes
bag.
like, I heard everything you guys said, but I was sleeping. He literally, we're in the car for 30 seconds. He's out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, how do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can drop on
I
a dime.
wish I could sleep like that, Brian.
I wish I could too.
His wife
quite
took a picture of
embarrassing.
him, and she was doing like selfies, and we were in Chicago. It's hilarious.
There you go.
He lives in power naps, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
always
yeah.
a power napper.
Power napper.
Oh, Jay, I got that picture. Let me pull it up.
Yeah. That we all took. I think Finn took that. We were cracking up. We posted it everywhere. We're trying to make it go viral, like you guys did. I love your viral thing. You're trying to do P-Dubs thing.
No, it's like
and still to this day, people don't realize the one where we're doing the group picture. That's not photoshopped. That's him
really
actually
on
sleeping on the floor.
We didn't sleep. He was being a good sport.
He's like, oh, wait, hold up, and he did it, and people thought we put him there. Like, no, that's actually him on the floor acting it out.
Yeah.
Where is that picture at?
Oh, I have it somewhere too. And then you guys, the pictures that people are coming up with putting you in different places, and then you guys were
that was pretty fun.
You were Looney Tunes. That was great.
Hilarious. Yeah.
That needs to keep going viral. That needs to go everywhere.
Yeah, I need to. Actually, I need to get Chaotic to send me that picture.
Oh, which one?
It's all over the internet.
Talking about the Looney Tunes one, or this picture?
No, the original that you snapped.
Oh, okay.
It's all over the internet, man.
Yeah.
Like, where can we put them now?
Yep. All right. Well, we've been gone.
So I think we concluded that firepower sucks, right? That was the conclusion we got to. Oh, that was that.
No,
other
firepower.
That was the other pinball. That was the other pinball game.
Firepower is still the greatest game ever.
Dude, that is not the greatest game. You can't tell me you actually played it and tell me that's the greatest pinball game.
It is the greatest pinball game ever.
Absolutely not.
It will snap you and you will.
It torches you.
Yeah, there you go.
I love these. These are great. The Muppet one's great.
The Muppet.
Now I can make that one talk.
And there's Ted Adam Green, such a cool guy to hang out with, man.
He was so nice. He really was a nice dude.
Ted, if you're still on the show, send us any pictures you're willing to share with us. We'd love to have them. So
Ted is cool.
Ted's a cool guy. All right. Well,
is he going to be in Cleveland? Who's all going to be in Cleveland?
He did not say that, but it would be nice if he could.
Oh, that's
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is. There's the original right there.
There it is. Firepower.
There it is. The game
Joel, tell him how you feel about firepower.
I think I've said my piece for the night.
If you can't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, right, Joel?
Right.
You've already gone far enough. Come on.
On the next show, we will get his review of Firepower. Oh,
yes.
All right, guys, let's wrap this bad boy up. Thank you again for hanging out with us.
Technically, I think I'm still playing a game of Firepower. It's that slow of a game.
Oh, wow.
Waiting for the ball to come back down from when we went to Kalamazoo Pinball Expo.
And when it finally does, it's going to drain.
Yeah, so you don't need to stand there. There's no point.
You're never going to get that multi-ball because it doesn't exist.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, thank you again for hanging out with us. Hit that like, hit that sub. If you're watching on the replay, leave those comments. I love to read them. I love to respond to them. And if you say anything for these 5 other gentlemen with me, I make sure to put it their way so they know that you guys are commenting. So any final thoughts before I hit this end stream button that just seems to say I need to hit it. I got to hit it.
Great. Just a great show.
Good job. Yeah, appreciate y'all hanging
Congratulations
out
to Glenn meeting his goal. That's awesome.
Congratulations indeed.
Very much so.
And I'm excited for what Joel has to bring to the community. It's great seeing these smaller companies step up where the bigger companies are just dropping the ball. So
big time dropping.
Let's go.
Marine 50, thank you so much. I know you've been here since the beginning, and I appreciate you and everybody else that's been here. We really, really appreciate all that you guys do for us. And, man, we love just hanging out with you every Wednesday night. So, all right, I'm sending these people on. Have a great night. Hit that like, hit that sub for us, and we will see y'all next week.
See you guys.
Bye now.
Dude.